remember about 15 years ago, I fell for one of those viral hoaxes. Somebody had doctored a picture of somebody I wasn't a fan of, and so I passed on the picture before I realized it was fake. Then I had to go back and apologize, and it wasn't fun because, see, the thing is, I've always been the person who challenges people on whether something's true or not, especially if we pass it out, and especially if you're a Christian. Because I'm a big fan of 1 John 4:1, which says, "Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they're from God." And Ephesians 4:15, which says to speak the truth in love. See, God's got us a word he uses when he wants to talk about us passing on information which may or may not be true, but which is definitely potentially harmful. And that's called gossip, and he's very much opposed to it. And the problem is, that's been 15 years ago, and Christians still aren't any better at it. We're still gullible, and we still love to pass on information that either A, we don't know is true, or B, that will harm other people. And we just hate digging into things and finding out things. And we forget one really important fact. The truth isn't determined by whether or not we want it to be true. Lots of things are true that I don't want to be true. And that applies whether we're talking about Bible study and how you interpret Bible verses or Bible history. It applies to politics. It applies to science. And the fact that I want it or don't want it to be true has nothing to do with whether or not it's true. And so I need to be the person who's investigating, who's testing the spirits, who's seeing whether something is really true or whether I just want it to be true so badly that I fight for it. But the reality is, if God is truth, which he is, we need to be careful to ensure that everything we say is, in fact, true, whether we want it to be or not. And that's today's Jumpstart.